Hi, welcome to the new video. I am Rohit Desai, co-founder of JB Experts. In this video, we are going to discuss on what is inspection or quality checks. That is something which you require it for your import-export business. So first we go ahead. Whenever you're entering into an import-export business, there is one of the most important parameter which you always have to be checked. That is your inspection or your quality checks. So this is nothing but it's kind of a health checkup for the goods. So whatever the goods you're ordering is make sure that it's exactly what you have ordered. That is very much important, because many times what happens is because various kind of a peoples are available in the market, so every supplier maybe don't have the same kind of a good intentions to supply you the same thing what you have promised or you have asked for. So normally at the time of order, the people will go very overboard and they drum themselves very well. But later when it comes to like, okay, product delivery, then the products will be completely different. So be very careful about it. There are a lot of scammers, especially in agro products, in garment products, or any other products if you look at. So wherever there are the possibilities which doesn't go with the precision, then please make sure that you do this quality check. That is very much mandatory for you. Covers products quality examinations and testing, whichever is required in your industry. Please do it before. It may cost you something, but please don't try to save it, because this is not really going to help you. Let's discuss what is that you're going to check. The first and foremost thing is when to ask for it. So that is the first thing. One, you can ask before the shipment of goods, especially important for the first time deals with the new suppliers. So whenever you're paying money, it should be something like you are sure that whatever you're paying for is that what you're getting. So if you're paying something and then you're getting a completely rotted fruits or vegetables, that is not something really right for you, because you will occur a huge losses. So instead of that, go for a quality check before the products are getting dispatched. You check everything possible. And there is one more point which you need to add here is like, if you are doing any kind of a customizations, for example, it could be garments, apparel, or a t-shirt where you're embedding one of your brand or something like that. So in those cases, or if you're customizing some product and giving it as a special orders, please make sure that you do the inspection. Apart from this, you do the inspection at the time of processing, at the time of production, at the time of packing before. So these are something which is very much important. In some products, if it's agro product, obviously you do it at the time of shipment. But before that, if you are into some kind of a customizations or labeling yourself or doing something like about it, so please make sure you get your quality check at the time of production itself. So whatever something can go wrong, because many times we have seen in our prior experience that we have ordered for 200 GSM for a t-shirt, but someone had cheated us and they had approximately around 150 GSM or something was that. So it was not exactly the 200 GSM. That's a quality of a shirt. So these kind of people you will find in the market. So be very careful about it. It could be anywhere. It's not only in one or two industries. You'll find these kind of people everywhere across. So be careful at the time of inspections. So this is not really a optional thing today. It's a very much mandatory now. So who conducts the inspection? There are three ways to do it. One, you appoint the third party, where if I am a buyer and you are a seller, we don't trust each other. So what we'll do, we'll appoint a third party. It could be SGS, it could be BSI, it could be Indian inspections, anything to that matter, whoever it is, we are appointing the third party. Who is going to appoint it? It could be the from the buyer side, or to safeguard yourself, you are appointing yourself. Anything is possible. And second thing, even sometimes the buyer team will come to the spot. They do the inspection themselves. So it's a big scale company, for example, Cargill kind of a companies. What they do, whenever they are procuring something in the market, they go themselves and check about the product, and then they pick the product accordingly. And then before picking the product or finalizing it, they do the instant testing right in the spot. If that is okay, if that's okay, then they will send the products to the laboratory. So they can afford on those kind of a tax, but you and me may not need it, or we don't want to invest on that. So in those cases, this is absolutely fine. But still, there are institutes who can support you. Keep that in mind. There are Indian institutes, there are international institutes, there are third-party institutes who can take care of it. And could also be a mutual agreed between buyer and seller. Either you and me can decide who can be the third party, or which laboratory is going to check the product, something like that. So it's up to you, but still, this is something which is very much mandatory. So what checks? Product quality. In product quality, you're going to check on the material used, dimensions, and functionality. Functionalities are basically for the engineering products or the components which are movable or unmovable, something like that, because normally the functionality doesn't matter in agro products and so on. So the other way the examination or what you need to check is the examination and testing. So which is stress testing, because normally it has to travel from one place to another. Will those products will be sustainable that in that travel zone? Safety checks, is the product safe enough? Because normally if it's a hazardous products, you need to be very sure that okay, that has been declared or something like that. And moreover, compliances and regulations. Whenever you pick a product from market, or it could be agro products, but whenever you're picking it, please make sure it has covered the compliances requirement, because it should be very much compliant requirement, or else your products, whatever you be in dispatching from here, it could reach Europe and that it will be dumped back to the sea. Because those products, whichever the product you export, if the contents are higher than the permitted parameters, then the products will be dumped off, because they don't just reject one or two pieces, they will reject the whole container. So be very careful about it. And you'll be keep on getting this kind of a news very often on the newspapers or any new digital channel, to get regular updates on saying that Europe has rejected this material or that material. Keep on happening this is just because they don't do this quality check before the products have been shipped, or else you'll know instantly. At least you can fix it if there is, that's a possibility, right? So packaging parameters, it's not always about what is in the box, it's always about even how does it appear, the packaging quality, labeling accuracy, and ensure the safe transit. Because in technologies, in packaging technology, there is something called as bursting strength. So that is something which you need to understand, because bursting strength is nothing but at what load the package will burst. So you need to be very sure that your product is not in such a way that you are stacking in the container. You're not just keeping the one box in a container. So if you are stacking it, the box which is at the bottom has to withstand all the above weights. So if that just for to save few bucks for rupees, right? So to save few bucks, if you are just keeping the box which is a lighter weight, you don't take care of is it a 3 wall or a 2 wall or a single wall thickness kind of a carton boxes. In those cases, it can't withstand the whole weight. Then that will be due to the transit time, it can get bursted, and all the products can be misaligned. It will be fell off. It will be spilled. All of it. So something happens, then obviously your buyer will be disappointed about it, and then later there will be consequences. Obviously, it's a if it's a digestible. What is digestible is nothing but 1 or 2% of a error or a damage. They will still okay. But if it's more than 5-10%, then yeah, then you will face serious consequences, and in future you'll never get any orders from them. So be very careful on that. Please make sure these are something which is being taken care, right? So mainly ensuring the safety of transit, and moreover labeling. I have seen many times the products are being dispatched from one country to another without the proper printage. So I don't know what's the reason, but still whenever they print the label, half of the data will be not visible, or some will be wiped out, something like that. So please be very clear, very sure that at least use the waterproof paints or a waterproof printing. So that is something which is going to withstand for a very longer time, because this is going to take at least a transit of 40 days, 45 days, whatever it is. But please make sure whichever country you're falling in, that that's going to be evaluated. But still, please make sure that this is something which you need to take to a consideration. So quality inspection certificate, this is nothing but a report card saying that your quality is being perfect, or it even can say you that the quality is imperfect, as simple as that. So report card, it's a proper report card which you get it. So that certificate means that the first thing, it will help the importer whether what I have ordered, is that what I am getting it, or is it something else. That is first thing what is going to make it up. And if there is something else, then before getting the product itself, we can just stop the consignment. That's also something possible. And validating that the product process product pass the inspection. So once the product is being done, the product is ready, you can appoint any third party to go and check around the quality for it. So if that is something is done with the instant kit or the lab report or anything to that matter, even the quantity certification also is required. So what do you mean by quantity? It's like if some mill promises you, I can supply you basmati rice of 50,000 metric tons, but end of the day, once you appoint the certificate, the third party for inspection, he goes and visits there, he just looks into the quantities, and he comes up says that there is no quantity at all. It's not even 100 metric tons. So in those cases, this is very much important. Instead of giving them the advance LC, doing all of it, do the quality check or quantity check before you get into any kind of agreements. But please make sure this is not optional, which you need to have it as a mandatory thing. So why should you care for? Avoid costly mistakes, because once we have seen many times the people don't inspect the Chinese goods, so they order it from the few websites, and then they get the products without any inspection. The products are reached, but end of the day, the products exactly what they ordered, the quality what they have approved, that's not the same. That is the costly mistakes what you do, because once the container is here in your custody, you can't do anything about it. So then it's between you and your supplier, keep on fighting about it, or you can go to the international court. That is again a costly deal. You don't have that much of time to deal in, so you'll obviously let go. Instead of that, instead of getting the container here, what would you have to do is you just appointed a third party to go and inspect at the factory itself and see what is getting packed and is it the same quality that what you have asked for. That's it. If that's right, then get the products here. If that's wrong, then just issue the notice saying that you people have not you people have not fulfilled the promise that what you have done before at the time of contract. So that's as simple. Before that, there is one more thing what you can do is you can get the samples first. Instead of ordering the huge quantity, get the samples first, and then once you place the order, then you can get the quality inspection done, right? So building trust, because this is going to help you where if I've done, like, we keep on doing lab reports and testings and quality checks on all, but when we stop it is only when we have like a trust factor built in. So that is something which these kind of reports will give you a confidence saying that, okay, that guy knows exactly what I mean. He's dealing in. He'll not screw up any orders. So then we are going to start working with them and ensure you're getting your money worth. So normally what you order, how much you paid for, that is something which what the client has promised. So please get those products after inspection, because many times it could be something like he may be not in a good faith. He may be not having a goodwill. So in those cases, you will be stuck in the businesses. Why do you want to compromise on that? Hardly you may have to spend some bucks. Please spend it. It makes sense. Okay. As I said at the end of this video, I want to say one thing. The inspection of the quality checks are not optional. It's essential. Please make sure it may spend you a few bucks, but it will be not like what you call, it will not take off your risk. It will completely mitigate your risk. You don't need to sit and cry later when the products are right in your front of you and say that this is not what I've ordered. So please be careful about it. And this is, it's all about ensuring a win-win situation for both the parties. You're not blaming the supplier. Even the supplier is not blaming you, saying that you can't check the quality or you don't know the quality or blame. It's a blame game, right? When something has gone wrong, then obviously you want to blame the other party. That's it. So this is not something which is that is what you don't want to avoid. So please make sure you have a proper products, you have ordered the right product, and then you have got the right inspection done. Based on the confirmation of the inspection, then you're procuring the products. That's the smoothest way which you can get into an import-export business. So the next time, whenever you're getting into a deal, please make sure you don't forget this necessary step. This is a very crucial step. You shouldn't miss on this part. So this is the best advice which I can provide you for the new exporters, especially the people who are in the older exporters. They may trust, and blind trust factors is too much. So please avoid it, right? So this is Rohit Desai signing off. I'm the co-founder of JB Experts. We welcome you for the webinar on Sundays at 11 a.m., which is completely free of cost. All the new entrepreneurs can jump in and take the benefit of it. You can ask the questions directly to me. Whatever the doubts you have on import-export business, you can join up. So all the description, all the details of the website, all the details about the course, all the details about free webinars and the community, what we have is all in the YouTube description. Please visit the description and check for it, right? So till then, see you. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care. All the best.